It was a typical Saturday afternoon when Alex found himself wandering through the aisles of a local antique shop. He had always been fascinated by history and the stories that old objects could tell. Today, however, something felt different. There was an air of mystery in the shop that beckoned him to explore further. As Alex meandered through the store, his eyes caught sight of a peculiar-looking bottle tucked away on a dusty shelf in the back. The bottle was small, made of dark glass, and had intricate designs etched into its surface. The label, though faded, still had words that were somewhat legible: Elixir of Transformation. Curiosity piqued, Alex picked up the bottle and examined it closely. The shop owner, an elderly man with a kind face and twinkling eyes, noticed Alex's interest and approached him. You found one of our most unique items," the shop owner said. "That bottle has quite a story behind it." Alex looked up, intrigued. "What kind of story?" The shop owner smiled. "Legend has it that this elixir has the power to transform the drinker into their true self. Many have sought it, but few have dared to try it." Alex's mind raced with possibilities. As someone who had always felt a disconnect between his outward appearance and his inner identity, the idea of transformation was incredibly appealing. He had dabbled in cross-dressing in the privacy of his home, feeling more comfortable and confident when presenting as a woman. Could this elixir be the answer to his dreams? "How much for the bottle?" Alex asked, trying to sound casual despite the excitement bubbling within him. The shop owner raised an eyebrow. "Are you sure you want to buy it? The effects are said to be permanent." Alex hesitated for a moment, then nodded. "I'm sure." The shop owner handed the bottle to Alex. "It's yours for $20. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use it wisely." Alex handed over the money and carefully placed the bottle in his bag. As he left the shop, he couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation. He had no idea what to expect, but he was ready for whatever adventure awaited him. Back at his apartment, Alex sat on the edge of his bed, holding the bottle of elixir. His heart pounded in his chest as he contemplated what he was about to do. He took a deep breath, unscrewed the cap, and took a sip. The elixir was surprisingly sweet, with a hint of something floral. As soon as it touched his lips, he felt a warm sensation spread through his body. He closed his eyes and let the feeling wash over him. When he opened his eyes again, everything had changed. Alex looked down and gasped. His body had transformed completely. His once flat chest now had curves, and his hands were slender and delicate. He stood up and walked to the mirror, hardly recognizing the reflection that stared back at him. He was no longer Alex. He was now Alexa, a beautiful woman with flowing hair, striking features, and an air of confidence that he had never felt before. Alexa couldn't believe her eyes. She ran her hands through her hair, marveling at how real it all felt. She twirled around, feeling the fabric of her clothes move against her skin in a way that was both new and exhilarating. As she stood there, admiring her new form, the reality of the situation began to sink in. This wasn't just a temporary change. The shop owner had said the effects were permanent. Alexa was now living her truth, but what would that mean for her life moving forward? The next few days were a whirlwind of emotions for Alexa. She had to adjust to her new body and figure out how to navigate the world as a woman. There were challenges, of course, but there were also moments of pure joy. One of the first things she did was go shopping for new clothes. Her old wardrobe was filled with baggy jeans and oversized t-shirts that no longer fit her new figure. She found herself drawn to dresses and skirts, reveling in the way they made her feel. As she tried on different outfits, she realized that her sense of style had changed along with her appearance. She wanted to embrace her femininity fully, and that meant experimenting with makeup, accessories, and hairstyles. Alexa spent hours watching makeup tutorials online, learning how to apply foundation, eyeliner, and lipstick. She practiced different looks until she found the one that made her feel the most confident. With each brushstroke, she felt more and more like her true self. Her first outing as Alexa was both thrilling and nerve-wracking. She decided to visit her favorite cafe, a cozy little place where she used to spend hours reading and people-watching. As she walked in, she could feel the eyes of the other patrons on her. It was a strange feeling, being noticed in a way that she never had been before. She ordered her usual coffee and sat down at a corner table, trying to calm her nerves. To her surprise, the barista, who had always been friendly, greeted her with a warm smile and complimented her on her outfit. "Thank you," Alexa said, feeling a blush rise to her cheeks. "It's my first time wearing something like this." "You look amazing," the barista replied. "It's great to see you so happy." As Alexa sipped her coffee, she realized that she was happy. For the first time in her life, she felt like she was truly being herself. The elixir had given her the body she had always dreamed of, but it was up to her to make the most of this new life. Over the next few weeks, Alexa continued to explore her new identity. She joined online communities for MTF crossdressers and transgender women, finding support and friendship among others who had gone through similar experiences. She shared her story and listened to theirs, learning from their journeys and gaining confidence in her own. She also decided to come out to her friends and family. It was a difficult decision, but she knew that she couldn't hide who she was any longer. The reactions were mixed, but for the most part, they were supportive. Her closest friends embraced her new identity, offering words of encouragement and love. One evening, Alexa decided to attend a local LGBT support group meeting. She had heard about the group from one of her online friends and thought it would be a good opportunity to meet others in person. The meeting was held at a community center, and as she walked in, she was greeted by a diverse group of people. The facilitator, a tall woman with short hair and a warm smile, welcomed Alexa and invited her to share her story. Nervous but determined, Alexa stood up and introduced herself. "Hi, everyone. My name is Alexa," she began. "I recently went through a transformation, and I'm still trying to figure out what that means for me. I used to be Alex, but now, thanks to a mysterious elixir, I'm living as the woman I've always felt I was inside." There were murmurs of interest and encouragement from the group. Alexa continued, sharing the details of her journey and the challenges she had faced. When she finished, the group erupted in applause. "Thank you for sharing your story, Alexa," the facilitator said. "It's inspiring to see someone embrace their true self so fully. We're here to support you every step of the way." As the weeks turned into months, Alexa settled into her new life. She found a job at a boutique that specialized in vintage clothing, where she could express her love for fashion and help others find their own style. She continued to attend support group meetings and built a network of friends who accepted her for who she was. One day, as she was organizing the racks of dresses at the boutique, she noticed a familiar face walk in. It was the shop owner from the antique store where she had bought the elixir. "Hello, Alexa," the shop owner said with a smile. "I see you're thriving." Alexa's eyes widened in surprise. "You remember me?" "Of course," the shop owner replied. "I knew you were special the moment you picked up that bottle. How has your journey been so far?" Alexa took a deep breath, feeling a rush of gratitude. "It's been incredible. There have been challenges, but I've never felt more like myself. Thank you for giving me the chance to live my truth." The shop owner nodded. "I'm glad to hear that. Remember, the elixir only revealed what was already inside you. You had the strength and courage all along." As the shop owner left, Alexa felt a renewed sense of confidence. She had come a long way since that fateful day in the antique shop, and she knew that there were still many adventures ahead. One evening, Alexa decided to host a dinner party for her friends. She wanted to celebrate her new life and thank those who had supported her along the way. She spent the entire day preparing, cooking her favorite dishes, and setting the table with care. As her friends arrived, Alexa welcomed them with open arms. The evening was filled with laughter, good food, and heartfelt conversations. Her friends marveled at her transformation, not just physically but emotionally as well. "You seem so happy, Alexa," one of her friends said. "It's like you're a completely different person." Alexa smiled. "I am. For the first time, I feel like I'm truly living. The elixir may have changed my body, but it also gave me the confidence to embrace who I am." As the night went on, Alexa realized that her journey was far from over. There would be more challenges to face, but she was ready for them. She had found her true self, and nothing could take that away from her. The elixir had been a catalyst for change, but it was Alexa's courage, determination, and the support of those around her that truly transformed her life. She realized that while the elixir provided a shortcut, the real magic lay in the journey of self-discovery and acceptance. As the months turned into years, Alexa's life continued to flourish. She became more involved in the local LGBTQ+ community, advocating for transgender rights and supporting others who were on their own journeys of self-discovery. Her story inspired many, and she often spoke at events and workshops, sharing her experiences and offering guidance. One day, she received an invitation to speak at a national conference for transgender advocacy. It was an honor and a testament to how far she had come. Alexa prepared diligently, wanting to make sure her message resonated with the audience. The day of the conference arrived, and Alexa stood on the stage, looking out at the sea of faces before her. She took a deep breath and began to speak. Hello, everyone. My name is Alexa, and I am honored to be here today to share my story with you. A little over a year ago, I was living a life that didn't feel like my own. I was Alex, a person who felt trapped in a body that didn't match who I was inside. But then, I found an elixir that changed everything. That elixir transformed me physically, but it also did something even more important. It gave me the courage to embrace my true self. It showed me that I had the strength to live authentically, even when it was difficult. But the real transformation didn't come from the elixir alone. It came from the journey I embarked on after that. It came from the support of friends and family, from the communities that welcomed me, and from the determination to live my truth every single day. Each of us has the power to transform our lives. It may not come in the form of a magical elixir, but it comes from within us. It comes from our hearts, our minds, and our spirits. We all have the strength to be who we truly are, to love ourselves, and to live authentically. My journey is just one story among many, and I am so grateful to have the opportunity to share it with you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being part of this incredible community. The audience erupted in applause, and Alexa felt a wave of gratitude wash over her. She had come a long way, and she knew that her journey was far from over. There were still challenges to face and mountains to climb, but she was ready for whatever lay ahead. Alexa's life continued to evolve in beautiful ways. She met someone special, a woman named Sarah, who saw her for who she truly was and loved her unconditionally. Their relationship blossomed, and they supported each other through life's ups and downs. Together, they traveled, exploring new places and creating unforgettable memories. They attended pride parades, advocated for LGBTQ+ rights, and built a life filled with love and laughter. Alexa's story became a beacon of hope for many, showing that it was possible to live authentically and find happiness. One evening, as Alexa and Sarah sat on their balcony watching the sunset, Sarah turned to her with a thoughtful expression. Alexa, do you ever wonder what life would have been like if you hadn't found that elixir? Sarah asked. Alexa smiled, taking Sarah's hand in hers. Sometimes I do, but I believe that everything happens for a reason. The elixir was just a part of my journey. The real transformation came from within me and from the love and support of people like you. Sarah squeezed her hand. I'm so proud of you, Alexa. You've come so far, and you've touched so many lives. Alexa felt a surge of emotion. Thank you, Sarah. I couldn't have done it without you and everyone else who believed in me. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Alexa felt a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. She had found her true self, and she was living a life that was richer and more meaningful than she had ever imagined. Years passed, and Alexa continued to inspire others with her story. She wrote a memoir, detailing her journey from Alex to Alexa and the incredible transformation she had undergone. The book became a bestseller, touching the hearts of readers around the world. She also started a foundation to support transgender individuals, providing resources, counseling, and advocacy to help others on their paths to self-discovery and acceptance. The foundation grew, making a tangible difference in the lives of many. One day, as Alexa was walking through the city, she passed by the antique shop where her journey had begun. The shop had closed down, replaced by a modern cafe, but the memories of that day remained vivid in her mind. She paused for a moment, reflecting on how far she had come. The elixir had been a magical beginning, but it was her strength, resilience, and the love of those around her that had truly transformed her life. As she continued walking, Alexa knew that her story was far from over. There were still new chapters to write, new adventures to embark on, and new people to inspire. She was ready for whatever the future held, confident in the knowledge that she was living her truth, one step at a time. And so, Alexa's journey continued, filled with love, courage, and the unwavering belief that true transformation comes from within. The elixir had been just the beginning, a single sip that set her on a path to becoming the woman she was always meant to be. Thank you so much for watching till now. It means the world to have you here. This community is all about empowering each other and celebrating the incredible journeys of everyone on their path to living authentically. If you're ever feeling lost or alone, remember you have a whole family here for you. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's keep inspiring each other, sending you all the love and strength in the world. Until next time, live your life by your rules.